Extraction stations.
You there, Zath?
This one, yes, sir. I was DMing and forgot to unmute my mic. So let's try that again, shall we? Welcome to Game 3, BONKZ vs. NOCAP. Loser bracket. Whoever wins gets to fight against KSC for the honor of facing ELSR in the grand finals. So what do we have for BONKZ, Mr. SeaRaptor?
Here in the green on the north end of North, BONKZ spawning in with Kermit's Kremlin. Pretty much same build we saw last round, running brisk there. Murica switching over to a Vermont this game. Very similar build to his Kremlin compatriot. Accompanying Murica off to the the west side of the map is use Brisbane. A gun build there. RPF going with it. Obi-Wan Kenobi's gearing a heavy torpedo build like we've been seeing. Torpedo reload with both the smoke and the engine boost upgrades. Battleship Nakato's daring, making a play here for mid and a fairly typical gun build. A little bit of RPF to go with him. Frat Stars Des Moines going to back him up on the north side of the island here in about E6. Range Des Moines with outnumbered and RPF on that particular ship. Going with Kermit over to the eastern flank, we have Chukwama's Salem. Reload and RPF. Nothing terribly shocking there. Admiral Tester and a standard build unique upgrade Moskva. And Todd Howard's Shimakaze. Full torpedo reload here, complete with unique upgrades. Zath, check on Howard's for me. Let me know what range torpedoes he's picked here for his Shima.
Oh, he's got 20-kilometer torps. I already looked at that.
Right.
I'm ready to go.
Running the noob tubes. What about NOCAP? What are they cooking at the bottom of the map?
Okay, first of all, I just have to mention this. Take a look at the smoke expiring there. What an interesting, daring play by Julio El Guapo to make BONKZ think that there might be a cruiser south of B right now. I love it.
We've seen them do that to get a Stalingrad into this position previously.
Yes, we have, exactly. So Julio in the daring in the middle there. They're going to have a little bit of a daring slap fight with Frat Star there to try to ruin all the fun. And then over on the A side, we've got Nearest Airports Brizzy in your same build as before. And then also Smoke Torpedo Spec Gearing. Vermont Pitbull in Vermont this time. So also changing battleships to shoot at Murica's Vermont. Look at Fubar's Harugumo at sea. He is smoke spec-ish and range and barely dodges the torpedoes there. Who are we missing? Mr. Bean's Moskva with unique upgrade. We've got Lothair Salem moving out to the 910 line with a reload build. Strong Soviet Bias in the Kremlin reload build. And Waka Flocka in the Des Moines unique upgrade.
Indeed.
I think I covered them all.
You did. You hit everybody there.
Okay. Oof. Good.
quick look at early deployments. Of course, the Harugumo making a play for C that, well, he's going to get that basically uncontested. So in a moment, NOCAP will be slowly working out to a lead. The Darings just caught a sight of each other across the B cap there. Both of them have RPF, I believe, so it's not like it would have been a huge shock. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
They literally even traded the exact same amount of health, Zath. Look at that.
I love it. You almost wonder what was Frat Star doing then, because he could have been there, but it looked like he's backing up.
I'm not sure. His bow guns probably could have gotten involved in that fight, but didn't for whatever reason. Julio staggering his torpedo launches, throwing a single rack up towards battleship. But both Darings running their hydro, nothing's going to come of that. The ACAP's looking very familiar, Zath. Feels like we saw this song and dance last game on Shatter, doesn't it?
I think we've seen the song and dance all King of the Sea.
As long as Brisbane isn't on the ban list, we've been singing a lot of this song and dance. That's true.
Right. The only difference was the ELSR KSC game. That's really the only one where that song and dance ended up with just a slaughter. But in any case,
Mr. Bean's Moskva radar going up over here at sea, picking up Todd Howard's Shimakaze. They sort of suspected he was there. I mean, Fubar had those torpedoes go by earlier, so they knew. Now, Mr. Bean has a whole bunch of these Shima torpedoes coming in, and he's just sitting here. They've been spotted now. Mm-hmm. He's going to move up just a smidge and dodge them all handily.
Wow. Torpedo RNG for the lose there.
Well, some of that and some of that is the spotting penalty of the Shimakaze torpedoes. They're very, very easy to spot.
Absolutely.
The 20-kilometer ones, I should say. Excuse me. 5 minutes gone, 50-point lead here for NOCAP, ticking up the C cap as expected. A is stalemate. That's a very different way to play this map from what we've seen a lot of how North games have gone. Nearest airport's
Yeah.
probably going to take one of these torpedoes over here. No, they ran out of range. Wow.
Both teams very much respecting the Brisbane gearing combo.
Well, they both know that the power of the torpedoes. I mean, just look at the waves of torpedoes just going out in both of these against both sides of the cap there. Crazy.
Obi-Wan barely dodges the extreme edge of that torpedo spread.
So unlike the earlier game on North, most of the action here going to focus up over the 9-10 line. Oh, Waka getting dunked there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Has to have been Kermit.
Oh, yeah. The problem is he's got to reload. So,
well, he's going to be able to. Kermit's going to be able to get. I mean, Waka's going to be able to get away from Kermit shells.
mm-hmm.
What he can't get away from necessarily are the Vermont salvos that are coming in, or the HE shells that are continuing to fall on him, and he does not.
No.
They brought Fubar too late.
To help.
Yep, tried to help, but not quite arriving in time. Catching Todd Howard's out here. Fubar putting some damage into him. Like, well, you killed my teammate. You kept him spotted. Now you're going to pay for it.
You dirty rat. You killed my teammate.
You dirty rat. You killed my teammate. See?
Problem is, there it is. Todd's now dark.
Yeah, he didn't fire, so all he had to do was chill. These look at these cross salvo Vermont cross map Vermont shells, Zath.
I saw those in-flight meal on those shells.
I was just fixing to say, where's the in-flight meal? Now, one of the bad thing about losing the Des Moines here, amongst the fact that, aside from the fact the points you're giving up, of course, is that Lothair's now caught on a 2v1 duel that he's going to be able to sustain for a little while because of the Salem heal, but eventually, I have to believe he's going to end up on the wrong end of that.
Well, meanwhile, look at A. Julio El Guapo rotates to A to try to make a decisive play. Obi-Wan is also there, and Hughes Brizzy catches him out on radar. Now, that also should signal to Battleship Nagata, who unfortunately isn't in position to do too much other than move forward. He can just walk into B.
Yeah, but he can't take advantage of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing he can do. Cannoli's still lit. Surprised they haven't reset him again.
Reset's coming right now.
There's the reset. Julio, I think, is going to reverse back in, settle up onto the cap, smoke, and try to finish picking it up.
Yeah, but those torpedoes prevent him. He has to wait just to...
Yes,
okay, now he's going to wait
just an extra second now. Yep. Think they're going to spot each other again. I bet they do.
Mm-hmm.
Lothair's Salem continuing to win his duel with Admiral Tester's Moskva on the strength of that crazy Salem heal.
Yeah, and Fubar's helping out now too.
Yep, Kremlin was trying to pitch in with some shells there. Nothing coming up. So it's almost 100-point lead for NOCAP here. 8.5 minutes in. BONKZ is about to lose their first ship. I cannot imagine a world where Tester survives this. And no, there's no way.
Nope. On top of that, now, if you're Fubar, do you just keep shooting Chukwama? Because you know that they're all shooting at his friend Lothair. He's going to try to get... Hermit.
Julio puts enough pressure on Obi-Wan that he forces Obi-Wan to burn a smoke in self-defense. That's going to free Julio up to finish this cap, I think.
Yep, and as predicted, Nagato just walks right into the B cap with his daring.
He finally got there. Not surprised. We sort of predicted that, but I mean, NOCAP had to know that was going to happen when they brought Julio over. Like, they're not stupid.
Look at Mr. Bean's Moskva. This is a very tenuous position.
I'm not sure why you would take this position with a Des Moines on your port side that you knew was there.
Mm-hmm.
He can absolutely out AP you all day long. In fact, the Vermont shells are coming in now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, why would you do this, Mr. Bean? What is happening right now?
At this point, time for a ram. And Mr. Bean's a bit of a cruiser player as well, so I'm really surprised to see this misplay.
I was going to say, he's not going to survive to a ram, but yeah, I don't understand why he felt the need to do that. He was perfectly positioned, snuggled up over here on the opposite side of the cap. Well, Kremlin staring contest continues. Rugamo has provided some cover for Lothair, spotting for him as well. After all the effort to get the A cap, they finally manage it, only to lose C.
Yeah, that loss may be catastrophic for that side of the map.
It's possible. We'll see. We're a little past the halfway mark now. It's a 140-point lead and shrinking for NOCAP. BONKZ holding the cap advantage right now, and holding the ship advantage as well.
Yeah, we got the Kremlin standoff. Lothair now having a smoke train from Fubar's Harugamo. Going to give him some flexibility. He can move forward if he wants to. I don't know if he wants to, though. That's the hard thing.
Yeah. Soviet bias there took a salvo at Chukwuem's Salem, hoping to impact that fight. Wasn't able to land anything. Came up empty. So now Julio, having secured A, leaving the Gearing Brisbane to defend it, rotating back towards B, as Battleship Nagato's Daring is arriving at C. I'm not sure why. Why do you think they brought Nagato over here, Zaf?
The only thing I could think of is to try to counter Fubar's Harugamo. It's the only thing I could think of. Or maybe single fire torp the Shima.
Ooh, what happened to Obi? He took a torp. Obi's gearing takes,
over there, yeah.
Takes a torp way over on the 2 line. That's going to leave a mark.
Look at the Vermont. Look at Pitbull.
Is he going to try for this cap? He's
just sending in. Full send right now.
I mean, who's going to stop him? Fratstar?
Well, Fratstar's about to radar, and as soon as that happens, I think he'll get a little bit of a brown
They're going to know where
alert.
the Vermont is, but I mean, even if there's the radar, it's like, okay, congratulations, you know where I am. What are you going to do about it?
Julio Guapo gets detected, though, unfortunately, in the process.
Now, there's some cross-map shells coming in for Lothair from the Vermont. Lothair's in a bit of a pickle here. I don't know why he moved up this far.
Oh,
there it was. Vermont finally picks him off. He's been trying for a while. Lands it.
Yeah, 31 and change kilometer shot there.
That puts BONKZ back in the lead. It's an 18-point lead for them as Pitbull is sitting on the B cap, denying them those points.
Yeah, I made that comment about that smoke giving the Salem the opportunity, Lothair, to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, but
I don't know what...
Is Fubar trying for a suicide run? He is.
Yep.
He's trying to take out Kermit.
You might as well.
Selling the farm here as the Daring has come back. One rack in.
I don't think he's going to get the reload off. No, he doesn't have the reload available.
And he's not.
Nope, he gets it.
He gets it. Is it enough?
Yes, it is.
Harugamo trades for the Kremlin. Wow, what a hero play. I didn't think he was going to get it. He must have snuck it at the last second.
Yeah.
That was one of those changes they made to the game a number of years ago. There were times where, as a destroyer, you were about to die, you would push the button, you would hear the confirmation the torpedoes had launched, but they would never appear.
Right.
And so they finally fixed what felt like a bug. And now, what is strong Soviet bias doing, Zaf? He has to know the Shima's right here.
Letting the same thing happen to him?
No. Both Kremlins going out. Oh, that has to feel terrible.
I mean, yeah.
So now BONKZ has 2 destroyers basically on 1,000 health apiece. NOCAP's gonna pick up B. Fratstar's radar is down. You know what I think they did, Zath? I think they pushed Pitbull into that cap to bait out the radar from Fratstar, so that they could pick up B.
Well, it seems to have worked, and in addition, it's also forced a bit of a rotation on the side of BONKZ too.
Has indeed. They're sending. I think Pitbull's going to C, Zath.
Looks like it.
Well, they're down now 3 ships. It's 7-4. But NOCAP holds a cap advantage, down 150 points, 5 minutes to play.
Fratstar's ready as a radar is available again. He's got his Hydra going. He sees the the single fire torch from the Daring. We're about to see a Brizzy on Brizzy duel here, north of A cap.
Yep. Spotting each other now. Nearest airport in you. Airport had AP in the barrel.
I think the bigger issue is the fact that there's a Vermont for BONKZ that can help.
But where are his guns looking? Oh, here they come.
Oh, yeah,
Guess we're about to find out. Gap is narrowing in terms of points. Soon it'll be only a 100-point lead here for BONKZ with right about 4 minutes to play or so. Battleship Nagato's daring pushing in. He's lit because Big Cat outspots him. Now Big Cat, there's the radar from Fratstar.
Who took a torpedo, by the way, just now from the gearing.
Frat took a gearing torp just there. Now as the Vermont steps onto C, Battleship Nagato's daring onto B. Julio needs to get moving here. He may take one of these out.
Yeah, I see that.
No, is he going to make it? Woo! He does. Barely.
Yeah, skin of his teeth.
Pitbull's taking some Shimakaze torps. All the Shimakaze torps. And a Vermont salvo. Wow.
So much for going to sea.
So much for going to sea. Todd Howards wraps the island, predicts him correctly, puts the torpedoes in. America seals the deal, and this should be over now.
Oh, yeah.
You're down to 2 destroyers and a Brisbane. Like, you hold A, but you'll never get back in any other cap now. Wow.
I mean, wow, indeed. 3 really questionable decisions by NOCAP.
Yeah,
is I think really what did it for this game.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to talk about here. This is one of those ones that I wish you had the replay of with the guys in the room that could explain the thought process.
Oh, yeah, I've already written this one down as a deep dive. I'm going to reach out to those guys. I was just trying to talk to ELSR and KSC about their game 3 on loop to do that. But this is a really good one to do that as well for.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can make that happen.
I mean, it made sense. I sort of understood trading Fubar's Harugumo for the Kremlin, and he made that work. But then what I didn't understand is, why did Soviet bias move up so quickly? It's possible that they lost track of the Shimakaze, because I don't think they knew precisely where he was. They may have suspected, but not known. And that's all I can think of there.
So in my opinion, that is the least of the 3, question, concern, whatever. The other 2 is the cruisers, right? Lothaire's Salem.
Why did he move up again?
Why did he move up again and allow himself to get shot at by the Vermont, who, by the way, has been shooting at him like the whole game?
Yeah, like that's been happening for a while.
And then the other question is that Stalingrad, Mr. Bean, or was it Moscow, right? Yeah, like just went full send.
Where was this again? Remind me. Oh, in the cap. He crossed over the sea cap. Yeah, there was I just never understood the need for that. Yeah.
So,
well, all clean up here. We're just a few seconds here. BONKZ is going to claim this series 2-1. They're going to get to go on and play KSC in the losers bracket final. Now, one other thing that does solidify is we now know the 3 teams from North America that will be participating in the international bracket. It is 3, isn't it, Zav?
I believe so, Raptor.
Okay.
But we can check with the booth and make sure that we're right.
We'll let the analysts talk about that. But I believe it is 3, which means it should be now ELSR, BONKZ, and KSC. So we'll let the boys back in the studio tackle this one for a bit. Y'all have fun.
Man, I'm getting some real deja vu here.